Okay, man, I'm down here at the creek at our little log Lego um, area that we were tackling last week. So, man, I know everybody's kind of curious about like how the fuck I was going to tackle that and all that. And man, I had a genius idea, you know? And what I came up with was, well, let me flip you around and show you. Yeah, I just hired some motherfuckers to come and do it, you know? So we got Mr. Excavator there and the mulcher. And thank goodness I did that, because as soon as they pulled this log out, yeah, this guy started falling just like I thought. So, man, I would love to get to a point where I can kind of do a lot of this stuff myself, but you know, in reality right now I don't have the equipment to do it. I don't have a way to do it safe. I had to spend a big chunk of money to get these guys out here, so I got the excavator and the flail skid steer for the whole day. So man, I'm gonna have them kind of clean up the whole creek area, and any of these areas where trees are falling and I can't get to them or it's not safe for me to mess with it, I'm going to go ahead and have them rip them out and get them out of here. You know, at the start of it, I was like, hey, like this is, you know, untouched land. I don't be leaving tracks, don't, you know. And I got over that real quick because I talked to a good friend of mine last night and he gave me some good advice. You know, a lot of these trees that I'm going to have them pull around the creek, you know, and I can give you some examples over here. That area right there it's just one area that I was having a problem with. You know, there's several others. So I'll flip you around, you know. So it's like this guy right here, you know, he's into the side of the bank going all the way across, and I was like, hey, let's keep the root ball, it's going to keep it from eroding, let's chainsaw this, let's keep the land as natural as possible. And in reality, man, that you just can't make that happen. You know, there's going to be collateral damage, and I'm okay with that now. You know, it's going to heal itself, but I need to take advantage of these machines while I got them. And it's only the two machines and the two operators. There's no ground crew. So for them to get out, get in the creek, try to chainsaw that out versus just ripping it out by the roots, yes, it may cause some creek erosion down the road, but man, it's the land. It's going to do what it's going to do. It's better than leaving that root ball and then that root ball getting eroded away and falling in the creek, and I can't get it out. So we're going to have them do that. There's another area right here where shit has gone across the thing. So I'm gonna have them clean it all up. It's just unfortunate. It is a big chunk of money, and it was part of the money that I was saving for a down payment on a tractor. So, but man, in reality, even with the tractor, I don't think I could have done this. So we're gonna do buy one, try one type deal, and let these guys do what they do. And yeah, we're going to clean this creek up, get it safe for Marcia and the puppies to walk around here, give us some better views, and yeah, give us some more area to roam, because this little area they are doing right now, we had no access to that side of the creek. So now we're going to let them clean it up, and we're going to have kind of a somewhat trail over there. So yeah, look at that. Let's back out some. So that's Cordell, and the guy running the flail is Clint. They're with Celestial Services. I believe they're out of Canton. You know, you can look them up on Facebook. I'll let you know at the end of this. From just talking to them, they're really great guys. Chris, the guy that owns it, or that I talked to get these guys out here, he's very knowledgeable. I think these guys are a little notch above some of the local people that I had do some road work up on the drive and do my pad. They're just a notch above, man. There's companies, while he's doing that, man, there's companies that it's just a guy who has a fucking skid steer and he knows how to operate the skid steer. And then there's companies and people that have equipment, put the money into good equipment, and know not only how to use the equipment, but they know land, they know how to read land, they know how to gauge slopes, they know the ins and outs. They can do the detailed work versus just coming in like a bull in a china shop. So let me flip you around. Let's see if he can get this big tree out of here. So that root ball is stuck pretty good. He's just trying to work that root ball out. And it's coming. Again, and that's where, like, hey man, would it be better just to leave that fucking root ball? But you know, do I have him spend time to get out and chainsaw that motherfucker? No. I mean, to me it's like, let's go ahead and get it done. I know it's kind of pulling the creek bed, but it is what it is, you know. Well, that's a big old root ball. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Stay behind the tree. I don't want that coming over and hitting me. So that's that. This is kind of the collateral damage we kind of talk about, and man, it is what it is, you know. Now I kind of might understand more. I've always wondered why out in the woods I'll see just a random tree that has this weird bend in it. I kind of see why they're that way now. I used to always think, oh, they're bending toward the sun, or you know, they're just growing weird. Well, here's an example. Like these guys, like, why did they have that bend? Obviously, I was seeing what happened here when he pulled that tree. It bent this guy over. I'm learning how to point, guys. I'm learning. So, wait. It bent this guy over. You know? So, now I see, obviously, at some point, let me get my finger out of the way. At some point, a tree fell and probably hit those and made them bend. And that's why I have bent trees. So awesome, we're learning stuff, you know what I mean? And that's, man, I'm gonna tell you, that's the funnest thing about all this. You know, I love the property. I love it. Marsha loves it. But for me, it's having things to do and learning new things, like learning how to operate equipment, how the thing works, why a tree has always been over, just stuff like that. I mean, it's amazing. So let me flip you around again. But man, I tell you what, another thing I'm learning, man, it'll open up and get some sun in there. Look at all that. That thing was like a dark dungeon over there. Now look at all the sun and the brightness and everything else. I think that's the culmination of the last video. That stuff is gone and out of there, and I'll get you some films of what's going on with the rest of it. All right, bye. where they made the entrance, and we're gonna drive through here for the first time and see what we got. Hopefully I don't get stuck, but you guys can come with me for the first trip. Big tree in the way. Oh, it looks like he got that fucker out of the way. Yeah, he broke it. Okay, I brought my chainsaw down here to see if I could clear it out. But shit, the way to do it. Okay, let me get over here and help these guys out. Okay, we're back. I kind of was thinking they would go that way and then make a sharp left, but this is okay too. They're gonna get down there. I need to get down there and start pointing out what all we're gonna do. I already preliminarily told them, but yeah, they're back there, they're doing it. So they just got done with the opposite side of the creek. I already took you down the little trail. I'll take you here in a minute. I'll take you here in a minute and show you what all got done down the creek area. We just kind of went down the trail to get to the stuff that they cleared. So I'll flip around. We'll go down the trail and we'll meet them. Y'all come with me. So we're gonna go through our gate here. We don't hardly go this way, but I would like to I'd like to get this all cleared up and everything, which it's good enough that we can. We just don't. That's a little pile right there that Marcia and I did ourselves. We hand cleared some trails, some trees that fell across our trail, and we hand cleared those, bundled that up. We cleaned up this little area, throwed it all down there, but okay, so back to kind of what I said originally in the video. Hey, it's a learning experience. So I kind of learned another thing. Sometimes when someone comes out and they do that for a living, there's sometimes, man, it's hard to know when you need to speak up and when you don't, because it's like you know how you want things, and but there's sometimes a process that they do that they know is better, but you're like, no, I kind of don't want it that way. So prime example and lessons learned, originally when they were clearing over there, I was telling them like, hey man, I don't want the mulcher wasting its time like cutting up big logs, because I felt like the mulcher should be clearing area and the excavator should be like pulling trees, and you know, just set those aside and I'll do the burn pile or something later. But so we did that kind of over on the opposite side of the creek. So we came over to the, I'll say the original side, the side we always use, and they were pulling trees, and I kind of just let them do their thing. And man, so over there he would pull a big tree, you know, 30-40 feet, and I was like, no man, I kind of want to just set that off to the side. Well, when he was trying to swing it, you know, that's a 30-foot piece of log he's trying to swing around, it's hitting trees and everything. And so I was like, okay. But they did that over there, but I kind of let them do their thing over here. And man, I kind of honestly, I should have maybe just let them pull the tree and let the guy fucking mulch it up, because there's a couple reasons I didn't let them do that over there, because I thought it's a waste of time for the mulcher. I want more area cleared. He can be clearing area. And second off, a lot of times when you mulch, man, you get a lot of fucking sticks and shit. It depends on how good the mulcher guy can operate the machine. But I'll flip you around, and I mean, I'll say all in all, he's doing a good job. So man, I think it's more efficient to just let them do how they wanted to do and pull the fucking tree and let the guy mulch the motherfucker up. That's what I get. You know, just keep your nose out of shit, Jason. Let people do what they do. But when I let people do what they do, they fuck it up. And then I get mad that I didn't say something. So, you know, double-edged sword. Let me flip you around. Man, it's the sun and stuff. I don't know what kind of picture you're getting, but man, they opened this up really good. Like, dude, you used to could not see the culvert from right here. I think I'm gonna have him come and do a little bit more up there. But yeah, I mean, man, they're clearing the shit out of it. All, like I said, this is, I'll call this kind of a rough cut. We'll call this a rough cut because, man, my main objective is getting the trees and the shit that I can't get to myself that are going to end up being a danger, that are on the side of the bank. I can't get in the creek and cut up. I can't sit on the slope and cut down. So, you know, that's the thing. But I can tell you, man, sorry, I'm trying to focus. Let me get over here where I can get you a good view. So, prime example, this was a little area, my finger's out of focus, let me back up. So this tree, it went across here, right? So from over there, he yanked that thing out, man. I mean, it pulls the bank apart, you know, and then you can see all the dirt. I'm gonna need to clean that up a little bit because it's diverting the water over here, which is gonna make that erode even better. I need to smooth that out, flatten it out so that the creek can flow better. But you know, look at all the little butterflies. They're probably like, what the heck is going on around here? Man, there's like a dozen of them down there. Huh. But so this I think I'm gonna patch all this video into one. It's probably gonna be a long one, but you know, I'll get over there. Let's watch them do some work. It's kind of, I wanted to film them doing more work, but it's hard to get around them when they're doing it because that mulcher, man, it flings shit everywhere. I'm worried it's gonna, you know, fling a piece of wood and hit me in the face or hit me in the eye. Or, So it's kind of hard to get around them or somewhat close while they're doing work. But let me flip over there. Zoom out. He's mulching the stuff that Cordell is pulling from over there. Let me get over here. So Cordell is kind of pulling the big stuff that I can't move myself, and he's kind of putting it up here and letting Clint mulch it. But that's kind of where we're at. We're a little over halfway through the day. So yeah, that's we'll keep going, and I'll see you guys here in a minute, or I'll see y'all in a minute. So what we've done, the 2 trees that were over there that were across the way, I came on this side of the creek to cut those so that it would be easier for Cordell to get it out of the bank. They were so tall and they were so entangled in the trees over here that he was having a hard time. So I cut those fuckers and he pulled that up. So I came over here, and what I'm doing is, like, these guys, there was a couple here, there was one here, that guy. So I'm cutting these. Well, you can see that stump right there. I cut that guy so that the tree fell across and they could pull it from that side. That way they don't have to come on this side of the creek. We're kind of, let me get behind the tree here. We're kind of running out of time. So I'm trying to get this last little bit done, but leave enough time for us to be able to do a good cleanup and, you know, clean up some of the tracks and the such that, you know, going through the trails kind of left them a little messy. So, but that's where we're at. So yeah, the other peninsula, man, God bless them. I mean, they cleared it out. I told them I wanted it cleared out, and I came back, and man, they done tore that peninsula up, you know. So, but it is what it is. It's nature. We'll get it done. It'll be okay. It'll regenerate. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna cut this guy and see if I can get it to fall across there so that Cordell can pull it across. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so we just got it. It fell more that way. I wanted it to fall toward the excavator, but it fell more this way. But with the way it's hanging over the bank, it was hard for me to make my relief cut on that side. But, you know, again, you know, hey, I cut the tree in the fucking, in the road over there, and now I'm Mr. fucking Lumberjack. You know what I'm saying? Me and my good old trusty Stihl NS 170 right here. We're taking out one tree at a time, baby. But, you know, to be honest, you know, I am a little, I don't want to say scared, but I am leery when I do that stuff, but I'm getting a little more confident with it. I'm getting more confident. Boom. See, I'm glad I cut that, because that thing snapped right off. So that's good. That's good. So now this area is pretty fucking cleared, you know. We're looking good. We got my cinder blocks in the creek. We'll have to pick those up later, but we're getting there. So I'm gonna get back on that side with these guys. I think I'm done on this side, and I think I'll wait till the cleanup and let those guys smooth everything out, clean everything up, and then I'll give y'all a good overview of everything. Okay, so I got Mama and the 3 girls, and we're coming. So this was where the flood was, and this is what we got now. This is they cleared all that out. So I'll get out right here and kind of talk, show you what we got. So, man, the sun, man, they cleared all this, cleared up to here, cleared out a lot of this. There was trees, like you can kind of see right there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Like right there, that was a tree that was coming across. They pulled that guy out. They got across the way. They got across the way for us. Let me zoom back out again. Cleared out all of this up here. Cleared out all this around here. Cleared all this. There was a massive amount of trees that were coming across. So used to, you couldn't stand here and look at the culvert because there was trees in the way. Now you can see the culvert. You can see across the way now. The creek's flowing pretty good. There was some already previously in here. Like this guy was already in there, that guy was already in there. So this little non-movement issue right here, I think a lot of that's going to clear out when we get a good rain, you know, something that's, you know, an inch or so. Hopefully it'll clear out a lot of that mess. Let me flip again. So again, we're here. There was a bunch of trees over there. You can see the loose dirt, which, you know, a rain that's probably going to wash in, but no biggie, no biggie. But I mean, now we have a nice, clean, open area. You know, a lot of sticks and stuff kind of left around, but I mean, those will get, they'll biodegrade into the dirt, and you know, over time, you know, the leaves and the pine needles will cover all this shit up anyway. You know, a few rains will get rid of a lot of the loose dirt and kind of pack it in. Didn't get quite a bit of this little stuff that's on the edge as I wanted, but my goal, and I think I said this in the previous portion, was to get the stuff that I couldn't get myself, you know, that I couldn't get without the equipment. And that's exactly what they did. They did good. I was happy with them. They listened well. They listened to my concerns. They listened to what I wanted. I gave them probably a good 9 hours of work, and they knocked it out in 8, you know. Honestly, at the end of the day, the cleanup portion, you could tell they were kind of a little mentally checked out. It was a long day, but that's where kind of a lot of times, excuse my voice, but that's where a lot of times it's like, I wished I had a tractor. So let me flip instead of you looking at me and talking. So they cleared this little guy out. There was a rotten stump right there they cleared out. They mulched a few of my piles for me. But again, as I was saying, you know, it'd be nice, you know, if I had a tractor or something to where I could do just some of this cleanup myself, you know, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So we'll walk around. They cleared all this. And this little portion up here is a little bit, I don't want to say over cleared, but they went to town in this area. This right here is where the original tree was. They cleared all throughout here, which a lot of this just had to happen just to get the machines in. I mean, so, you know, there was a bunch of trees here they had to go so that they could get over to this area right here. I showed you the video of him pulling the tree and everything else. This is what we ended up with. I mean, we got a nice little clearing on the other side. Trees are gone. The fallen tree, it's gone. They cleared out this whole peninsula over here. So there was a lot of fallen trees in this area. And they got what they could. I mean, they had to. So this used to kind of dip down and then go up. I mean, he had to kind of pull some of this back so that he could, you know, get over to it instead of, you know, going up a steep little slope. But again, this little stuff, man, I'm hoping a good rain and all this shit will wash out. So here's our little dry creek that you before couldn't see. So now you can see where the dry creek comes in, and he left that guy. I wished he would have pulled that, but no worries, no worries. There was a shit ton of trees over there, which is why he had to tear this up as much as he did. But what do you think, Precious? Oh, it's like a whole new piece of property, isn't it? Pumpkin, you coming down? Pixie, you gonna come? Ooh. Oh, I know, you snorting, you so excited. He's snorting. So that's that. You know, I don't know. We'll see what this area does when we get a good. Oh, there's a snake. Yeah, let me see. Oh, that's a good one. Let me see. Let me zoom in. Yeah, I see. Whoa. Whoa, let's see the snake. It might be, honey. That might be a cottonmouth or something. It's probably a water moccasin, honestly. Let's see. It's got orange and black bands, maybe.
Do you see him?
Yeah, let's see. Let's get over here and see if we can. Oh, I think he went into. So he's going up on the rock. Oh, where am I at? Let me zoom out. Oh, shit, there he is right there. I flipped it around. I can't. Oh, there we go. There he is.
Is he still in the water?
Yeah. If I had my knife, we'd probably end up cutting his head off, because... Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Let me zoom out. Oh, he's gone. Lost him. I hope he's not coming up here. Yeah, let's... Okay. Well, I mean, see... That's what we're doing this for, so we can see them kind of things. Yeah, it's first. Well, we saw the rat snake up there. Yeah, alive in the creek, and that one I think definitely was poisonous. I'll y'all identify it for me. So I'll flip you around. Other peninsula. So again, there was a tree across here. There was one down there. We got all that. There was some trees right here. We ended up getting all those. Kind of cleared. I I mean, I had this path already, but you know, I might have should have had him grab that guy, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. The main thing is it's not grabbing trash, so. And then down here, the good thing about here, there was a big guy that used to go across here. Now we got that trash collector away, and this was the end of the job and kind of where they were a little mentally checked out, and they left it a little rougher, but no worries. It's like I say, it'll kind of clear itself out. So long day, and oh, here, let me flip. So they did clear out this little area. I only had a trail that came through here, you know. There was a big brush pile right here. They cleared that out, and that's where we're at. And I appreciate y'all watching. I don't know how long this video is going to be because I got several videos I need to splice together, but I appreciate y'all watching, and if you stayed the whole time. Look at that. Yeah, the other cinder blocks are in the creek. I need to get in there and get them. But again, I appreciate y'all hanging with me. I'm losing my voice. I've been yelling at those guys all day. Bossing them around. You know, hey, do that. And they did every bit of it. So, okay, till the next time. Bye. Okay, we're back up at the house. Just wanted to give a quick update. We did some research, some Google image search, and come to find out that's a banded water snake, a broadband water snake, banded water snake, non-venomous. He's a harmless little guy. So I'm glad I didn't kill him. I mean, he could be eating the mouses and all the little stuff down there. So but yeah, sorry I cut everything short. That last video, I wanted to end up taking you across to the other side and show you what they did over there, but yeah, I'm tired. So, and I'm sure that all these videos put together is going to be a long one, so I appreciate y'all sticking around. Okay, bye.